Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Now in this video I'm going to be showing you a field guide for the new LEGO Marvel Studios CMF series. So yesterday I made a video about the minifigures that were released and I talked that I was going to do a field guide, so this is the field guide. So I'm going to be going over each of the 12 minifigures, what you should be searching for each figure, and how you'll be able to get the ones you want. So what a field guide is that each of these figures come in baggies and you're supposed to feel the pieces that are unique to the minifigure so that you can select them out. So I'm going to be going over each of them here. So so let's start off with the first figure. So Bucky Barnes. Now Bucky is probably the most difficult to be able to sort of pinpoint what exactly his parts are. His hair is very similar to this Spider-Man minifigure, and the shield comes in four minifigures total. So he's a very basic figure, and what I would try to search for is sort of like a combination, do a sort of elimination style. So feel for the shield first. If you cannot find the shield, then that's not the figure. Once you find the shield, search for the hair, and if it's more of a wavy hair, then that's Bucky. If it's more of a flat hair, it's Falcon. If it's more puffy and is longer, then it's Peggy. And if it's a helmet, then it's the zombie. So that's how I do it. And same for all the other characters except Falcon. That's most likely how I would search for the figure, by looking for the shield first and then finding their most unique part. Now with Falcon, it makes things a little easier. Now you can search for just the shield and then do the same thing as Bucky and Zombie Captain America and Peggy, but because Falcon also comes with his wings, you can search for those pieces as well, so that makes it a little bit easier when it comes to searching. So search for his wings, his shield, and his hair, and you should be set. Now for Wanda, Wanda's one of the few characters to come with a cape, so maybe search for a cape first. Only 3 characters with capes are Spider-Man, Vision, and Wanda, so search for the cape first, then try to search for the hairpiece. Spider-Man will have a short hairpiece, Vision won't have a hairpiece, and Wanda will have a long hairpiece, so search for that. And if you still can't find it, search for the power blasts as well. She's the only figure to come with power blasts in the set. Next up is Vision. Now, Vision is pretty much the most basic when it comes to parts. He has no unique pieces, nothing new, just very basic. So what I would search for Vision is I would search for his sort of laptop. It uses the book piece, so just try to find the 2x1 tile and the book parts to make Vision. That should be your best way of finding the figure. Next up, we've got Monica Rambeau, and Monica is very basic as well. Same with Vision. So you could search for probably the cheese slope and the 1x1 brick with the stud on the side, or you could search for her hairpiece, just something that the other figures don't have. I would search for the 1x1 brick because all the other minifigures don't have any brick parts except Peggy, who has some plates, but she's the only Monica's the only one who has a brick, so that's what I would search for. Now, Gamora is going to be a little difficult because her accessory is unique, but not unique enough. She has 2 blades, and you could search for the blades, but it would be very similar to Sylvie's machete or the piece that she's using. So I would search for the hair, search for just a long wavy hair with 1 strand at the front, and that's a very easy way to find Gamora because she's the only minifigure who has hair at the front. Next up is Zombie Captain America. Now I did talk about him with Bucky. I'm just going to briefly go over him. First, search for the shield, Then you're going to want to find his helmet, and if it's smooth, it's Zombie Captain America, and if it has grooves in it, then it's a hairpiece belonging to one of the other 3 characters. Next up is Spider-Man. Now Spider-Man he comes with a web, so that's probably your best way of finding him. He has, you just have to find the grooves in the web, and the moment you find the grooves, that you know it's Spider-Man. But if that's not enough for you to pinpoint who it is, you can also look for the dog trainer hair. It'll be very similar to Bucky's and Falcon's, just it'll have a small point at the front of the hair. So if you can find that point, then you'll know it's Spider-Man. Next up, we've got Sylvie. Now, Sylvie, except for her sword, has 2 unique pieces, that being her hair and the alligator. Now, I wouldn't really search for the hair because it seems really similar to either Loki's or Peggy Carter's. So I would search for the alligator. No other figure has an alligator piece, so that'd be your best option for searching for. And I think that figure will be relatively easy to find. Next up is T'Challa Star-Lord. Now, he comes with some very unique pieces. All are Star-Lord's parts, just recolored, but no other figure is Star-Lord in this set, so it's going to be a lot easier to find all these parts. So you can easily find his blasters if you search around a little bit, as well as his helmet. It should be relatively easy to find the helmet, just gotta look for the grooves. So T'Challa should be a lot easier. His hairpiece is really similar to Falcon's, so if that throws you off, just search around for the other pieces. Next up is Loki. Now Loki comes with the frog Thor as well as a mug. Now the mug is very similar to Monica Rambeau's 1x1 brick with a star on the side, so I would most likely search for the frog. He is very unique. He's really similar to Groot, or Baby Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So that if you know how that figure looks like or feels like, you can use that to find the grooves of the figure and pick out Loki. Lastly, we've got Peggy Carter. Now, I did talk about Peggy Carter briefly, but I will talk about Peggy Carter again. All you're going to want to search for is that shield, so you can pinpoint so you'll know that only 4 of these figures it could be. Then you're going to want to have her hairpiece, find that, and if you still need more information, like evidence, then search for the 2 1x1 plates. Then you should be able to tell that that's Peggy and pick out your favorite characters. Now, I hope this video helped you out in finding the figures that you wanted. Let me know if you're gonna pick up any of these figures and if this field guide helped you find your figures. I'll see you in the next video. Hope you have a great day, and goodbye.